So in this video I'm just going to quickly show you how to do a reference. So in your OneNote workbook in our OneNote classroom, if you go to your Term 2 folder, you'll find a page called References, and you're asked to record all references or all sources you use to complete your assignment below. And you're asked to use the format used in the Brisbane School of Distance Education Writing Guide. Now over here I've actually cut and paste. I've actually inserted the writing guide. So let's have a look. The references is towards the end of the document. Now this is an example of a reference list. This is on page 31. So you open it up and go to page 31, and what you'll see for a reference list, you should have each reference, they're given in alphabetical order. So if you look at this list here, this example, and I might just do the comment, and let me use the highlighter. So the first one here starts with G, next one starts with H, and you can see these are in alphabetical order, P, S, and so on. Okay, the basic format of the references, if you have a look at this list, the first part of the reference are the names of the authors. Then normally in brackets you put a year when the article or when the source was created. Then there's a title. So here it's got China Revolution. Now we're mainly using websites, so let's ignore the ones with books because you probably haven't consulted any books. So here's one down here that's a website, and after the title they have this little part that says retrieved August 11th 2017 from, and then you give the website's address. Anyway, so that's the basic format. If you want to actually see more detail, depending on whether there's authors or no authors, you come down here, and I've also cut and paste this into the OneNote. The main ones you're going to use would be, if you come down here, document on the internet, and a document on the internet that has no specific order or no date. So also you might have used a video. So those are the three ones you'll use. Actually, I think the quick way of doing references is to use Microsoft Word. So if I open up Word, I'll show you a quick example. Go to References tab, and under the References tab there's Manage Sources, and it opens this tool. And I'm going to show you how to do one reference using this. So you go, and I've got a website. Here it is. I found this recipe, chocolate and coconut banana bread. So if we go into here and go new, this opens up. So the first thing is to type the author's name, L-I-A-W, I think. I'll go back over here. So there's the author's name on the website. This up here is the actual title. So I'll copy that, Control C, go back, and name of the web page. So you put that one there. Actually, I'll just put, just double check, show all biographical fields. Just click this box down here, it gives you some extra fields. Next step, I want to go down to the year box and type the year this was published. So this was published in 2018 because I just found it on a website. It's just recently published. And then come down and you got these three fields: year access, month access, day access. So I'm creating this video, year 2018, type the month May, type the date 29th, and then the final bit you need to do is give the URL. So if you go back to the web page, go up the top, go Control Copy, and Control Copy. Now I've entered that, I pressed OK, and what you'll see, Word will create down here the reference, and that's exact same format that the Brisbane School of Distance Education reference format. There's the name of the author, there's the year. I can't really highlight that. There's the name, chocolate and coconut banana bread, and there's the part about retrieved, May 29th, 2018 from HTTP, so forth. So if you close that, how do you get your reference list? You go up here then, and in this option here, there's a bibliography. Press on that arrow down and it's actually got references. So if you add your 5 references in, Word will automatically put them in order. So you press that and there's your reference list created for you. And all you need to do then is go Control C, come over to your OneNote. If I can find my OneNote again. And I'll go, oops, sorry, wrong OneNote. I was using one on my desktop, I think. And here you go. And I'm just going to paste it. And there it is. So that's how you do a reference. If you want to do it manually, well, you'll have to type it up using this format. The author's name or the website's name, the year in brackets, the name of the page, normally that's up the top and a heading, and then you write retrieve, the date you looked at it. If you can't remember the exact date, not to worry, just put down a date that's close to when you accessed it from, and then you type the web address. So that's how you do a reference. I'd recommend maybe try and use Word if you can. Try and put in, maybe 4 or 5 references. You should have a reference for your muffin recipe. You probably have a reference to the Australian Guide to Healthy Eating. We use that in task 1 in the research phase. You probably have a reference to App Lab tutorial, and then you might have accessed some other websites that helped you in your research or learning about App Lab. You can put those references in. Okay, over to you. You have a go.